guys, and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to look at stacking cheap pedals, especially overdrives and distortions. Now, a lot of you might have gotten a cheap pedal or a few, and they're not very expensive, and you're thinking, yeah, cool, they do an okay thing. Maybe you want to invest in some more of the lower end pedals, but you're not sure like what would really work with what you've got. Now, with a lot of higher end pedals, you've got a lot of double pedals and stuff like that, which are basically just two different pedals put into a single enclosure. And the good thing about cheaper pedals is they're not a big strain on your wallet, so you can kind of experiment a bit with them. So what have we got today? We've got a Knux Overdrive, an Silver, and the KMISE US Dream. Now, I have got a review of this coming out, so don't forget to check that out. I've also reviewed the Silver Overdrive before, so go check that out as well. And there might be a few videos coming with the Knux in a different kind of thing, but look out for that. So basically what I wanted to do is get two kind of overdrive sounds with a high gain pedal and kind of see what you can do with stacking them and that kind of thing. Now, we start off with the telly. I'm running this, your typical Tube Screamer style boost, where you're basically adding mids, tightening it up a bit, but you're not really adding a lot of gain. And that's set for its kind of usual distortion sound. But we'll experiment with a few different things and a few different guitars. So I'm using my Warmer telly at the moment, and we'll switch to the LP type later on to get a bit of a heavier tone. So I'm running my signal through my stereo tone here, and that is going into Cubase, into an IR. I think I'm using an Own Hammer Marshall Cab IR, at least while recording. So yeah, it's kind of a recorded tone because I am in the apartment at the moment and I can't crank up my cab down here. And I can't, you know, so I'm recording direct from the amp though, so it is the amp tube tone. So this is basically what it sounds like clean. So first off, we're going to dial in a kind of heavy gain, not heavy, but kind of high gain tone with the US Dream and show what boosting can do. So this is basically 12 o'clock, except the tone's a bit hotter. Something out of it, this is what we did with the Knux Drive. So if I turn off the US Dream, you'll hear what this Knux Drive's doing. Really kind of narrowing the frequency range, giving this kind of mid-range boost, not that much level. We might actually bring the tone up a little bit. So basically, let's go back to the US Dream. So without the Knux Drive. With the Knux Drive. You can hear it's got a lot more sustain, it's very much more mid-focus, cuts through, a bit better for leads and stuff. So Knux Drive. So, I mean, you could use the other sound maybe for rhythms, and then for leads you chuck on the Knux Overdrive to help you cut through the mix a bit more, to give you a bit more of that mid kind of old school sound. Now, I wanted to do a similar thing with the Silver Overdrive, but it's not a Tube Screamer clone like the Knux, it is more like a Timmy. So it's a bit clearer and gives a quite different sound. So we're going to go put it all up, gain down, and a bit of volume. So I'll show you what the pedal's actually doing to the clean sound. So this is clean sound. pedal on. So that's starting to break up the amp because it's a bit of a volume boost. Obviously it'll break up more this than the amp because that's going to absorb that kind of gain. But anyway, so with the US Dream, the Silver as well. It's a little fizzy on the top, so we can adjust that a bit. Bring down the bass, bring down the treble, keep the bass, a bit more volume. You can hear it's a little bit more aggressive. It's a little bit bigger sounding, like a fatter amp. Now next I wanted to look at putting two overdrives together. So these are both set for low gain, but it means you can kind of adjust your drive levels and have three different settings with just two pedals. So what I'm going to set up the Silver for a bit of drive and the Nux for a bit of drive and see what we can do here. So this is the Silver. So clean again. Bring the volume down a little bit, maybe a bit more treble. So your typical kind of crunchy sound. Now with the Nux we're going to boost a little bit of drive and level and hear that by itself. It's a little bit thinner, little bit kind of nasal, a little bit smoother as well. So with say the neck pickup you've got this kind of bit of a lead tone, so if we put the level just a bit, so you could use this for one section, just a bit of so you got that sound for there, and then maybe for rhythm you're using the Silver with a bit of and then you put them together and you've got a bit of a solo. Bring up the level even more, a bit more drive on both ends, and you're going in a more high gain tone. So that's kind of your basic stacking. Now what I want to do is grab the LP type, this is the T type, LP type, and we're going to go a bit higher gain, and I actually want to plug into the gain channel of this, but use the overdrives. Actually we might just crank a little bit of this channel and use the overdrives as kind of dual boosts. So let me change guitars. Okay, so now I have this LP type, and what I wanted to do is keep it on the clean channel, but we're going to turn it up a bit, get it crunching with the Silver Overdrive, and then use the Nux as well. So, let's boost the volume a bit, cut the bass, put in bass actually, cut the treble a bit. So this is without any pedals. With the Silver. Maybe add a little bit more gain. Get into that kind of 80s kind of game territory. Remember, both of these pedals are set for low gain boosts, really. But like if I set the channel really, really clean, this is the Silver. So it's crunching up a little bit. And this is the Nux. Not really crunching up at all. And then together, but then with a bit of the amp crunch. And last, we'll go back to the almost first tone we had, except with this, in this tuning, US Dream, distortion up high, use the Nux Overdrive as a boost. So that was a look at stacking some cheap drive pedals. I might redo this again with some of my other more expensive pedals. If you're interested, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to watch all my videos, or just get notified when I have new videos out. And I'm probably going to start doing some live streaming. I've just upgraded my internet plan so that is actually possible. So I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.